There are four basic needs in life: air, water, food, and shelter. Nature provides air and water, and we have to provide food, but someone else usually provides the shelter. What does it take to create shelter for human habitation? It takes materials, of course, but most of it all takes skilled workers. Who does this, and what is it like doing it?
We start with the service, putting the electrical service in, running the wires, boxing the house up, plugs, switches, lights, paddle fans. From there we tail all that stuff together and make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be per code. Make sure that my guys are doing their jobs and clean up after that. I have 6 friends that all started before I was and said you should give it a try. So I got into it. Started 18 years ago, doing it for a long time now. So just like being outside. The cold gets to me, but the hot gets to me too. So it's give and take both ways. I had 2 years of trade school. Started there on the job training, learning every day. With everything that's going on with YouTube and all your social medias, you can look up about anything if you have any questions. The good things, you're outside, digging, chipping concrete, going through different stages of the rough on the outer side, the heat. It's just it's an outdoor work environment. It's always the same, yet it's never the same.
My responsibility is to do all the piping for all the plumbing, drains, vents, and water lines throughout the whole process. We do it from under the slab all the way through the house, second rough, all the way through the second floor if there's a second floor. I like working with my hands. I like doing physical labor. It's nice to be outside and you're not cooped up all the time. I went to 4 years of trade school and then got my license. I like working with my hands. I like being outside. I like to look at the finished product after it's all said and done and be proud of my work. Some of the cons would be you work in the extreme heat, you work in the extreme cold.
We're always looking for good people. The trades are going down right now. We're needing to get more people into the trades, whether it's plumbing, electrical, HVAC, low voltage, and it's good to work with your hands. It's good to know how to run a saw. It's good to drill.
There's a lot of work out there to be done, and somebody's got to do it.
This is a huge industry as there are over 325 million people in the United States who need a place to live. But there are some issues facing this industry.
I would say the number one challenge that is affecting not only me personally, my building company, but just all of Northeast Indiana is the labor shortage. I wouldn't go as far as to say that we can't take on the work, but what that does affect is the delay in some of the homes or projects being delivered. So, case in point, if I have somebody that comes along, hey, we're ready to go, we want the house and we want to be in 4 or 5 months, I can't promise that because we have multiple jobs going on. The quality tradesmen, they are that much more in demand. I'm not just going to pick anybody to be on my jobs. I want the top-notch people. Character truly does matter. It's having integrity, doing what you say you're going to do, being honest, being ethical, having morals. Not only myself, but other business leaders, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for a whole new generation of workers that have ingrained in them that we're responsible, we're diligent, we're respectful. It's the guys that do it the right way. They will have jobs. The world has changed so much. The old adage, was this is a man's world and women don't belong out here. I totally disagree with that. In our marketplace, I can think of one or two actual building companies that are actually owned by women. In my own company, I have two ladies that are high up in management. Some of the landscaping crews I know have some women that they like to work in the dirt, get their hands in the dirt, and they're hard workers. There's so many different areas of opportunity. You're at a great moment in time in life. I strongly suggest that you go back to what is it that makes me tick. You're doing your passion, you're truly enjoying what you're doing. The money will follow. I went to Northrop High School and then I went on to Indiana University, but I am a big believer that college is not necessarily for everybody. You could have a well-paying job, whether it's in the plumbing trades or in the heating contracting trades, or concrete, or framing, or electrical. Some of those guys are making a very, very well living financially. Know that it's more than likely it's not going to be an overnight success. You got to pay your dues. You're going to start at the bottom of the line, but have that North Star. Have that of this is where I want to be. The opportunity's there, guys. There's lots of opportunity.
So without people doing the work can't get done. And if the work can't get done, people don't have a place to live. The construction industry is one that will never be shipped overseas, will always be needed, pays well, and is in great demand. There are numerous ways to explore this career opportunity, even in high school.
I feel like the opportunity kind of evolved over time. I spent my entire life working construction, working around the construction trades, and then at the same time coaching. So being here in our building gets to kind of combine both of those worlds. The difference is, I think, just the whole level of excitement. The high schoolers are fully looking into starting a career and moving forward into something, while the adults have kind of been there and they've seen a lot of different areas, and it might be something new to them. But the students they show that total excitement for something new. As far as late, we have no shortage as far as students enrolling in our program. The local schools have provided us with some great students with thinking and problem-solving ability and the ability to do well in the construction trades. The skills that are taught in our program directly prepare them for a career after high school. Everything we do, every day that we're in here, we move all of our curriculum and all of our projects towards their preparation for a career.
What motivated me to take this class was when I went to the guidance counselor, he told me to go to Anthis, and I was like, all right, why not? Last year during this paper, they gave me this paper at the end of the year, and this stuff, it had a bunch of stuff on it. And they told me to pick 3. I chose construction. It just looked interesting, so I thought I'd take it. I'm probably gonna take this for further into my life.
I've been around the construction trades all my life because my dad, he does construction himself. So I just decided to take on the same path. I had some friends who took the same class, so I just decided to try it out as well. We've learned so many skills and many things along the way. So I feel like I can find myself a job. I just need to learn a couple more things, and I feel like I can find a career in it.
I've always kind of been interested in construction. I worked part-time with my brother at a company, Network Construction, who had a former Anthis student, Sam Cook. He started up that company, and I really started kind of getting interested in it and started working for it and everything like that, and decided that it would probably be best of my interest to come to Anthis and see what it's all about. I feel like not a lot of people get an education like this anywhere else. You know, Anthis is just such a unique program that, you know, a lot of people can go out and learn something different, learn something that not a lot of people know about. It's just kind of an interesting field. The first week we were here, we were told that we had a shipping container being dropped off in the back of our lot. Didn't really realize how big it was until it got dropped off here. The chief of the fire academy, he wants kind of like a little cabin made out of these shipping containers. He looked online, kind of saw some different things and wanted us to design it. And then every student that's in the construction program actually got to have a blueprint design of what we wanted to make out of this container. We've gotten into it, we've been working a lot with every construction field. That's what I really like about this project is that, it's everyone. Like we have the welding program out here, we have the home building program out here, we got the masonry and carpentry team out here. HVAC's gonna end up having to put plumbing in it. We all get to kind of work together and build something out of nothing. And I think it's just like a really interesting, turn into a metal box into a house for somebody.
A needed industry that provides lots and lots of well-paying and satisfying jobs is facing a labor shortage. You should consider this opportunity either in high school, which you should see your guidance counselor about programs in your area, or even after high school. You should contact your local builders association to see about apprenticeship opportunities.